everyone, it is Monday, and that means it's time for one of my regularly scheduled draft videos. Right now we're doing Core Set 2019. It is the latest format of Magic Online, and that's what we're doing. Looks like this draft is firing now. Okay. So, Gigantosaurus is cool and all. Sometimes people force mono green and try to play it. Most of the time I haven't seen that work out well. But, it could. This pack is pretty strong in green in general. Vinemare and Rabid Bite, I think, are the best cards in the pack. So, it is kind of a problem signals-wise. Like, I'm probably going to take Vinemare. I think Rabid Bite's close, but I think Vinemare is better. You can just set up a lot of disgusting things with it. Good chance the next card out of the pack is Rabid Bite. I don't think people are going to take Dwindle or Surge Mare over it. So that's worth keeping in mind. But I think we still start with this. It's not usually right just to take a much worse card because of signals. Signals can be like a tiebreaker sometimes, but I don't think it's right to be like, I guess I'll take Dwindle here when there's just better cards in the pack. Wow. How about that? We should have gone pack one Gigantosaurus, I guess. Someone else will be doing that, huh? Okay, Draconic Disciple is quite nice. It sets up ramp and all that stuff. Shock is a nice removal spell. Angel of the Dawn's nice. This pack's a lot stronger than our first one. God, somebody's going to get two Gigantosauruses. I could think about taking it. Like, what if the other one wheels? If you're getting to two of them, then it's like, yeah, mono green's not a bad place to be. I'm seriously considering doing it. We are giving up Draconic Disciple and Shock, which I think are the two choices here, but there's a significant chance Gigantosaurus wheels. What the hell? Let's do it. Let's see if we can make that happen. There's sort of a significant chance that both wheel, but it's certainly not guaranteed. Okay, so here I think we'll take Druid of the Cowl. Angel of the Dawn is really good. But I'm going to try to force mono green here and see what happens. It could go wonderfully or it could go really horribly. Angel of the Dawn's nice, but the Druid's great. Anyway, there's not a huge difference between them. I think they're both really good. So yeah, we can abandon ship on mono green if things start to look really problematic for mono green. And it's not like, these two cards are both good in any deck. This not so much. But yeah. I know, I was like, people take it doesn't work out, and that's true, but if you get two of them, it's probably a pretty good idea to try mono green if you can get two of them. They are just a big dumb creature who just dies to everything, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so green does continue to look pretty open. Vigilant Baloth and Druid of the Cowl both are good, really good. I think I like the Baloth a little more than the Druid. It's close though. Yeah, I'll take the Baloth. Just a big guy. And Gaspark Twins isn't bad either, incidentally, but I think we want the Baloth more. Good stats. Okay, now we're looking at a pack where green is not so good. Nothing looks great here. Like Salvager of Secrets is probably the best card. We could just go ahead and take the Talons. It is good on Vinemare. Auras are going to be good on Vinemare. The, Boggart Brute's pretty good too. I think Boggart Brute and Salvager of Secrets are the best cards left. I'm going to go ahead and take the Talons though. Okay, Centaur Courser is perfectly fine, and we're not really giving up much here. We're going to find out soon if we manage to wheel our Gigantosaurus. Siegebreaker Giant is really good. Reclamation Sage frequently has a target in this format, and I think it's what I'm going to take over another Courser. It's pretty nice in the main board. I think... is this the pack we opened? It might be. 8 cards, math. I think maybe we didn't get it back. I think we'll take an Oaken form though. No, we didn't get him back for sure now. Well, again, the good news is the only card out of all these we took that we can't play if we're not mono green or mostly green is this. This pack is not very good, though. Gotta say. I could take Inspired Charge. I guess that's what I'm going to do. I don't really like any of the rest of the cards in this pack, so... another Oakenform. I mean, we could think about it, but at the same time, it's like... you know, Vinemare is nice and all, but if I don't have Vinemare and I'm playing Oakenform, that's not going to feel great. You know, playing two of them. Kind of thinking about Dwindle. It's a nice removal spell. Not a great one, but a nice one. And, you know, I think this late, it's a pretty solid pick. I think here I'll take a Tranquil Expanse. Opens up splashing possibilities in, you know, multiple ways. You know, if we go green-white, it means we can play one less white source or whatever. And if we go, you know, some other route and we want to splash white, it'll help with that. So Scholar of Stars is nice, but you need to have a lot of artifacts. I think I'm just going to take the Swiftclaw. Take an Isolate, I guess, for the sideboard. It's like never going to matter, though. Totally Lost or Knight's Pledge. I mean, am I going to get more Vinemares? I think I'm going to take Totally Lost, yeah. Knight's Pledge is fine. Like if I had 3 Vinemares, I'd start slamming a lot of auras. Well, okay, so we've got Djinn of Wishes and Lich's Caress, but I think the Djinn is just better. It's a huge bomb. It, you know, free card advantage. Well, it costs mana, but card advantage, that's really good, and so forth. And yeah, I don't think you're going to make it. The good news is we didn't make any like crazy picks based on trying to stay green. I mean, maybe when we passed Shock was the craziest thing we did. Yeah, I think we take the Djinn. Lich's Caress is definitely next, but the Djinn is really, really good, so that may officially push me in a certain direction. There's a Strangling Spores, which is nice, but there's also another Baloth. And I think I'm perfectly fine with taking another Baloth over, you know, this is a fine removal spell, but I think it's about as good as Dwindle is. Which is to say it's fine, but it's not like Lich's Caress or something. If there was a Lich's Caress here, I'd probably take it. And see if we could make that work, but I think we'll just take another Baloth. Aerial Engineer. Okay, Aviation Pioneer, I think is what we take here. Omen Speaker, Divination are nice too. Diamond Mare's okay, Rock's Oracle's okay, but I just think the Pioneer, you know, I think it's the best card in this pack in most decks. This can sometimes be, but yeah, we'll take the Pioneer. Herald of Faith. Man. That makes me want to consider switching colors. Kind of leaning towards Gift of Paradise. It can help us ramp, which right now we're not really a ramp deck, but it also, you know, it helps us fix so we can splash something more easily. I think all of that matters. Herald of Faith is really nice, but I don't think it makes our green pile better than our blue pile. It gets close, but Djinn of Wishes is just a lot better. Is just a lot better than Herald of Faith. So, I think I go with the gift here over like a Basilisk and stuff. Yeah. Herald of Faith, definitely the best card in that pack, though. Ooh. Okay, so we got Dwindle, but there's also a Horizon Scholar. I really like this Scholar. You wouldn't mind a Spider or a Dreadmaw, you know, showing up at some point, but I think for now we take the Scholar. You know, Plague Mare is really good. Skeleton Archer is pretty good. We're just not really interested in those colors. I think we should take a Drake, which is nothing special, but it's perfectly fine. Angel of the Dawn. It is, you know, again, does it make our white pile better? Not even close. But it is a really good card. And we could splash it between Tranquil Expanse and Gift of Paradise. Salvador Secrets is good, but it's not in our deck so far. I'm leaning towards taking the Angel and seeing if I can splash it. I mean, Highland Game's okay, but yeah, I think I'm going to take the Angel. Decent white cards around. You know, Anticipate's fine, but it's certainly not exciting. I think it's what we take here. I don't think we need something like the Serpent. We have plenty of other finishers. We're not desperate for one. So I think I take this Anticipate. Yeah, that's a nice Aven Wind Mage that I think we're happy to pick up here. Okay, so here I think we take a Boneyard. You can splash a Black Bomb should we open one. We could use some more 2-drops, that's for sure. Take the Invoke the Divine. I mean, that's sort of worth splashing for, honestly. Yeah, we take another one of these. I mean, we could take a Scholar, but now we got one anyway, so. We could splash a lot of things, a lot of crazy bombs with the help of these in our gift. So in this last pack, I would like some more 2-drop creatures. That's sort of the dream. Okay, well, Spit Flame's really good. Electrify's really good. We could think about trying to splash one of them. And I think I would if there weren't a Dryad Greenseeker in this pack, which is just really good anyway. I mean, I don't think it's as good as Spit Flame, but it's kind of comparable to Electrify. And it's in our colors, and it's really strong and so forth. Drawing cards is awesome. You know, Bristling Boar would be nice to get back. But Greenseeker for us, I think, is the plan. Usually in this format, I find myself with like 17 creatures. You know, usually it's like 15 is the usual. So this format has a lot of creatures, which has made certain cards better, like Essence Scatter. I mean, it's always a fine card, but it's even better here because some decks are packing 20 creatures, you know, so. Even though I have a Vinemare, I'm probably just going to cut the Oakenform. The Vinemare is not going to be amazing in our deck. It's just going to be like a, you know, decent stats that occasionally can't be blocked. I hopefully don't play the Scholar either. The rest of the deck, though, I feel pretty okay about. Vampire Sovereign is nice, but not splashable. I know, yeah. Don't worry, I won't splash it. I'm talking to my cat. So I guess Centaur Courser. This pack is just, it's not great for us. This is, you know, Courser's fine, but it's like, where is like good stuff? I know that was a weak pack. I know. I'm sorry. I think I take Rabid Bite here. I could take the Rejuvenator, but we're not really a ramp deck, and we could use removal. We don't have a lot of it, and it is good with Vinemare. That's one nice combo we'll have that, you know, Hexproof actually matters. So yeah, we'll take the Rabid Bite here. We have enough big creatures to make it good too. So we got Strangling Spores again, but I don't think that's worth splashing really. Mirror Image, what are you gonna do? Copying Gin of Wishes and Horizon Speakers and Baloths is nice. Reclamation Sage can be nice. Vinemare can be nice. You got Flying. You'll make a Thopter. Yeah. Usually we're going to get 3 mana's worth or more out of it. Question is, would I rather have an Omen Speaker, though, to help me hold down the ground early, which is not something our deck is currently doing a great job of. I, 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 Good question. You could also grab something like a Dreadmaw, but I already think we have enough good finishers. Like, I might end up picking one later. I think I take the Mirror Image. Sarkhan's Unsealing. Why are you showing up so late? I still haven't gotten to build around that card. So I don't think the Bookcase is too bad here. We have lots of big creatures who don't mind being unblockable. It blocks okay early. I mean, Divination's nice too. Pack one, pick one. I think you take Unsealing because it's not that hard to build around, but you definitely have to be doing it. I mean, I guess I could look here, but so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. Yeah, it's not enough. Not a, you know, we could maybe have thought about splashing it. I think we take the Divination. Well, are we low enough on removal that we want Explosive Apparatus, or low enough on 2-drops that we want to play a main board Highland game? Yeah, probably the Highland game. Okay, so do we want to send another Centaur Courser? I think we'd rather have the Basilisk. We already got 2 coursers. The Basilisk is pretty good. It's good with Rabid Bite. Good with Mirror Image. I think I like it more than the Blue Horse. Okay, here I think we'll take a Sea Serpent, though. I don't think we're playing it. Okay, so I do like Bone to Ash as far as counterspells go, since it's always a 2-for-1. There's also a decent trick in Titanic Growth. It does suck that we picked up like all that fixing. And we are probably going to splash our Angel thanks to all of that fixing. I think that's the right thing to do, yeah. Yeah, I think I take Bone to Ash here. Cavalry's a late Cavalry Drill Master. Another Scholar. I mean, there's a chance we decide that I didn't get someone who's like got a bunch of small. Hey, we got an Omen Speaker anyway. I'm pretty happy about that. So earlier in this format, I was thinking it was like incredibly fast, and it kind of is. I think red-white is just the best deck in this format most of the time, like when it really comes together. And it's not that hard to make it come together because they shove so many ways to go wide and so many ways to pump your team into the common and uncommon slot. So my point in saying this is you do have to have some early game ways of slowing them down or you're going to die against them, and it's not going to be pretty. So I think things like Omen Speaker, Green Seeker, Highland Game is actually really good against them. Usually I only side it in because I have better 2-drops. This time around, I don't think we do. So I don't think I'm going to even play the Talons. We could consider just losing the Splash. I mean, we do. It is nice. We do have a lot of creatures. It's going to be good when we can cast it. I think I'd probably leave it in. Probably cut this Anticipate. It's always an easy card to cut. And, you know, that leaves us with 3 1/3s early, 2/1 who can trade and gain life. And that's probably enough to slow down those decks. So what's the next worst card in our deck? So if we cut the Splash, by the way, I would probably just cut, I don't think I'm going to, but I'd probably just cut both of these and put Anticipate back in. It's probably where we'd end up. It's not a bad thing to be this. This is a lot more streamlined than what we were looking at. The Angel is good. We do have 2 pieces of fixing if we decide to play her. I think she's worth it. Sometimes it's nice to just have a no-nonsense mana base where you're usually not going to encounter problems, but I think she's strong enough and our deck has enough creatures that are going to be good when she comes into play that I think we stick with it, and that means we get Anticipate back out. And yeah, we put Gift of Paradise back in. We need to cut something else, though. Normally, like Totally Lost would probably be on the chopping block, but we don't have a lot of ways to interact with the opponent's creatures. That's one of the few that we do have. So could move the Sage to the sideboard. It's going to have targets frequently, but sometimes it won't. And yeah, I guess I'll move it to the sideboard, and I think this will work pretty nicely. We didn't pick up we picked up so many lands, but never the one for our color pair. But we do have the Tranquil Expanse. Yeah, I think we do want to run one plains. We don't have a way to search for a plane, so something could be said for like one Expanse and one gift. But I think our mana will still be reasonable if we do this. I mean, the gift is nice too because you don't like have to choose when you play it. Like some of these cards, it'll just produce whatever I need whenever I need it. And that said, this is probably fine. That does give us 9 green sources. We have 3 double greens, so it's probably right. You know, not being able to play these early might be a little annoying, but I think it's probably fine. All right, well, I'll see you guys in the first match. So after coming back and looking at this deck several days after I actually drafted it, I decided to cut the Highland game for a Reclamation Sage. I just think it's such a good card. It's so frequently going to get a 2-for-1 that I think we want it main board. So yeah, now we'll go to our first match. All right, we would like to play first. Wow. This isn't like the worst hand ever, but it's not good. If we're up against a really aggressive opponent, it could go really badly. I do think I'm going to keep it. I mean, it's reasonable. We have access to all our mana thanks to Gift of Paradise. This can sort of catch us up from behind. Of course, we might be playing it on turn 4 if we don't hit blue mana before turn 3. So, yeah, I think I keep it. But it is not a great keep, but it's a fine one. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We got both our white sources and 0 blue sources, but well, this is a blue source, but I guess I should say white producing lands. Just given the fact we have way more of those, but you know, it happens. Okay, probably a life gain deck. Ooh, that is convenient. The life gain decks like to run this repeatable source of life gain, and it does get seriously out of hand if they have enough life gain payoffs. Like if they play a Johnny's Pridemate? No, just Diamond Mare. Another way for them to gain life. Okay, so we're just going to play Aviation Pioneer here. Get a Thopter in the air. Next turn we can play our Drake. Probably don't need to play the Gift of Paradise for a while. The Drake hopefully can Rabid Bite something at some point. But yeah, they have the ability to gain 2 life a turn without that much effort, which is a little less than ideal. Yeah, I think we still play the Drake. Divination's the kind of card I like to cast like after I'm done doing everything else in my hand. I don't need to draw more stuff right now to get things going. We have 4 lands with different names. Different land the first 4 turns. It doesn't happen that often in Limited. It always looks weird. I'm not used to seeing it since almost all I play these days is Limited. So, I mean, this turn we might Divination because we don't have anything else to do. Could play the Gift, but we don't really need it at this point. Okay. I think we just pitch this Forest pretty easily. And we probably Rabid Bite that so we can attack them in the air. Yeah, so we'll Divination first just in case something else comes up. Yeah, well, that's going to be nice later, but yeah, for now I think we just Rabid Bite the Spectre and keep attacking them in the sky. A good thing to keep in mind is to use Rabid Bite when it's not dangerous, like when your opponent's tapped out, because things can go really badly for you if they're not tapped out. It's an easy way for your opponent to get a 2-for-1. So we've got 4 damage in the air a turn. I could have left this, I guess, and just attacked with my Drake. Maybe that was safer because if they play something really scary now, I don't really have a way to deal with it. But if it's on the ground, I don't really care. So let's hope it's on the ground. Skymarch Bloodletter would be really obnoxious here just because it can gains them life, does damage to me. It's just a two-headed zombie. I'm okay with that. Ooh, I think we play the Scholar now and just keep the damage in the air coming. The Scholar will also ensure that we do the best we can, at least, with drawing cards. The Balot's tempting to play, but more damage in the sky, I think, is probably even better. So that gets us to 8 in the sky a turn. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be good. Put our Angel on top. That's going to be pretty savage. I don't care how much life you're gaining. Aw, a little less savage now. Still pretty good, though. I think they, yeah, I was gonna say, I think they should attack with this. It's not like I mean, I can't block it, and it's not like they can block anything I want to do. Yeah, we still play the Angel, who continues to add to our flying damage while also making sure we crack in for 6 here. I could attack with my Pioneer, but it's not like I could really bluff anything, so it doesn't really seem worth it. All right, so they're going to go to 13, and we have 7 in the air at this point. We can gain life if we really need to. At this point, that's all the gift is going to be doing for us. We got our splash card, no problem. So gift is pretty useless now. Okay. They get to gain more life, which I'm not thrilled about. And they keep killing our poor flyers. So Reclamation Sage would be a nice top deck right here, right? Blow up that Luminous Bonds and go to town. Okay, so we're going to attack with our flyers and then play Vigilant Baloth. Next turn I may play Gift of Paradise and Dryad Greenseeker. God, this thing's obnoxious. They haven't actually had any synergies yet, so I think we've been a little lucky, because if they got synergies, we'd be in a lot more trouble. So we are at 10. They are scanning the sky, so our Thopter's probably done doing what he does. But the Baloth can attack pretty easily right here. We're probably going to put Dwindle on this, just to put an end to the one card that's sort of threatening us and making our life difficult. So we'll attack with all of these guys. Oh, he's going to go for a chump block, or does he have... Nope. So they go to 10. So I think I play Greenseeker and then Dwindle just to be safe here. Put an end to the onslaught of this guy, although we could block it pretty easily right now, but now we don't have to worry about blocking it. That's a good time to use Blood Divination, that's for sure. Makes our Dwindles a lot weaker when our opponent has Blood Divination in their deck. Okay, I think I probably just attack with everything. Doesn't have good blocks for anyone. I mean, maybe I should leave back the Greenseeker to be safe. Yeah, I guess I will. 5, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's not even lethal if I attack with it. So that, yeah, we'll attack with everything. Guess we'll play our Gift of Paradise because we have nothing else to do. Another chump block, drops him to 7. Get ourselves up to 13. End our turn. They may have to cash this in if they're not finding whatever it is they need. God, I hope they don't have the black-white Oh, yeah, okay. The black-white sweeper. Okay, I think that means... Oh, now we're really good. I should have done that, but we wouldn't have drawn the card anyway. But yeah, we're going to play Reclamation Sage, blow up this Bonds, and they are dead. More or less. They're actually not quite dead. So they take 7 in the air. And then they can block both of these. So yeah, they're not... Oh, wait. Yeah, that does force them into a chump block, but... Yeah, let's go ahead and attack with the Pioneer too. What the hell? Okay, so they go to 1. They're going to go to 2. If they sacrifice this, that's a good sign. I think sometimes people forget you can do that because it's obviously really good in the black-white deck just because of all the life you can gain. But if you're desperate, you can cash it in for a card, and sometimes that matters. I don't know how many times I've seen someone actually do it, though. So both our flyers are lethal. All of our creatures except the Green Seeker are lethal. All right. Yeah, we never saw the synergies. They may not actually have that many of them. It may just be a black-white deck with some life gain in it. Or they may have been really, really unlucky. So, Reclamation Sage is good. Do we want to bring in Invoke the Divine as well? Probably not. This is probably plenty. Yeah, I think it's plenty. Probably. So the Angel of the Dawn was pretty great there. Ooh. No green mana. This looked so good, and then I realized there was no green mana. Yeah, I think we mulligan this. Wow. Yeah, I think we're keeping this one. We have to hope we draw relatively well. This is at least a creature. I'd rather draw it than a land, but we need earlier plays. Poop. Got all our colors. No problem. Okay, that's nice. I hate it sometimes when I have to scribe an actual spell to the bottom of my library, you know, to try to hit something I can actually play in a situation like this, and we actually managed to this time instead of, you know, drawing a land, which is like, well, I guess I would have rather drawn the Baloth, but I would have drawn the Baloth and then a land, so this annoying thing is back. Back with all of our colors with no effort. I'm always really annoyed when my opponents do that. Like on turn 3, they have all their colors, and they're playing like 3 colors. And you know, it happens. It's happened for us both times this game. And we do have 2 lands that produce white, so they're off to another slow start, which is good news for us. Let's get this Basilisk in there, because we are also off to a slow start. But they didn't have a lot of ways to deal with flyers short of removal. There's a good chance they have some of said removal in their hand, but you know, if they spend a turn killing the Snapping Drake right here, I'm kind of okay with it. It looks like, nope, Epicure Blood. So there's the life gain payoff we've been wondering about, whether or not they had. I think I attack with my Drake. So now we're going to lose 1 life every upkeep while they gain 1 life every upkeep. So we're going to cast Divination here. And we're going to leave up a green and a blue. We don't really need to leave up the white because it's the only white card we have cost 5 anyway. Okay. Going Horizon Scholar, Mirror Image as a copy of Horizon Scholar seems pretty strong. That's probably the direction we head in. We go to 19. Ooh, that's not good. That is, you know, like exactly what we do not want to be dealing with. Is that is a very, very, very good payoff for the life gain deck, especially when you have a repeatable source of life gain. So that will drop them to 16. We're going to play Horizon Scholar. I almost feel like I need to find my Reclamation Sage for this thing. Okay, Rabid Bite will work. Vine Mare is also very good right now, but I think we'd rather have the Bite first. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I did that right. For a second, I didn't think I did. So we need to kill this. You know, this guy's nice, but this will kill us with all the value it's going to give our opponent. Damn it. They just destroyed our plan, more or less. We don't have a 4-power creature anymore. Now I wish I had the Vine Mare. Okay. Oh, we do have a Daggerback Basilisk, so that'll work. I forgot about that. So we're going to go Rabid Bite. Kill that. Had enough of him. We're going to attack with our 3/2. This is a fight we're losing, you know, so that is worth keeping in mind. The question is, do I play Mirror Image here? Playing another Vine Mare against all these black creatures is really, really tempting. It's also tempting to try to leave up Bone to Ash here. Centaur Courser is perfectly fine, but... One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we can play Vine Mare and a copy of Vine Mare next turn. Yeah, I think it's probably worth playing the Courser. It's tempting, you know, to leave up mana for something like Bone to Ash, but it can backfire so hard if our opponent doesn't play a creature. I like playing things like Bone to Ash when I don't have anything else to do anyway. You know, when there's an opening where I have mana up and they play a creature, I'll cast it, basically. They're probably going to play a creature now that I said that, but... Definitely should have gone for the Bite. Oh, we did go for the Bite first. The Vine Mare's next. 10 unblockable damage a turn can end the game in a hurry. Yeah, that thing's gross. This is the most I've managed to see someone pull off a life gain deck, and we saw in game 1 that it didn't come together at all. So, you know, like the life gain deck I drafted a few videos ago had all the payoffs, but it didn't have enough repeatable sources. Didn't have this, which makes the deck kind of ridiculous if you have things like Bloodlord. All right, we're going to take 2 and go to 11. Scares me a little bit. Okay, well, doesn't actually affect our board, so I kind of am okay with that. All right, so we're definitely attacking with our Snapping Drake here. Dropping them to 15. And then we're going to do this silly thing. Go Vine Mare. Vine Mare. So, that's pretty good. We're going to go to 10. So they're basically doing 3 to us a turn with the bats and the life loss from the Epicure. None of their creatures can block Vine Mare. So what we don't want them to do is play a white creature. Then we're in trouble. A little bit, anyway. Okay, well, I'm okay with that. Bats are going to hit me. So I think we're done attacking with anything not named Vine Mare. So we're going to attack with both our Vine Mares here. They're out of cards in their hand, it's worth noting. Yeah, attack with both Vine Mares. Leave up Bone to Ash, because it's time to do that. They do have the potential to draw 2 cards in a turn, so... You know, this was an instance where scrying was kind of insane because I knew I had Vinemare in the top of my library. If I didn't, I probably would have played the Mimic as a copy of Snapping Drake, but not what happened. Okay, so they're cashing that in. If they did draw a creature, we can counter it. Removal doesn't work, so I've been feeling pretty good. Oh, well, now they're trying to dig for something. I don't think there's anything that can save them from 2 Vinemares. Because if they play a white creature, we just counter it. So, yeah. I'm sure they're probably a little salty. They're like, I drew all these cards and I still didn't draw a white creature, and that's definitely true. Not having a white creature the whole game against 2 Vinemares is brutal. But yeah, they got it done for us. I'll see you guys in the next match. All right, match 2, and we have a beautiful, beautiful hand. We're going to keep... I think we probably play the Druid first. Ooh, they wanted us to play first? This isn't Dominaria, bro. Or did I win? I don't even know. Nope, they won. They won the roll, so they wanted me to play first. I haven't seen someone do that in this format yet. Worries me a little, because it could mean they have like an insane control deck. So, I actually think I'm going to play the Green Seeker first and try to start drawing cards. This is because right now the Druid doesn't really ramp me into anything insane. I can just play Centaur Courser next turn, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, another life gain deck, so it appears. Yeah, we're definitely going to do this. And we get to draw our card. We're going to play that card. And we're going to play the Courser. God, I love blue-green. You know, this kind of card draw effect, some divination, some ramp. What more do you need? I mean, River Hoopo's not in this set. I mean, arguably, we need that. Yeah, so this is going to make it a 3/3 right away. So we need to deal with that ASAP because it is scary. Okay, so we're going to attack with our Courser here. It's going to really suck if they have the 1 black mana removal spell, which they totally could have. The one that would gain them a life, drain this, so it would make this a 4/4 and this a 2/2 for the turn. This is almost undoubtedly going to become a 4/4, so I don't see a reason to leave my blocker back. I guess this is a good opportunity to play the Gift and then play Druid of the Cow. All right, so probably Divining next turn. Yeah, Johnny's Welcome is really good if you have a deck filled with life gain payoffs. Otherwise, it's kind of terrible. This card has been super underwhelming to me, mostly because there's a bunch of 1/3s in the format, as my current board state illustrates. Okay, so we're going to take that 5 to the face. We are going to try to draw a card here. Okay, Horizon Scholar, not a card, but I think I'll take it, you know. Not a card I draw is what I mean to say. So I think we just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to dig a little deeper for removal, and neither of you are that. I mean, I could leave it on top just to draw it, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, we'll end our turn. Need to dig. We need to hit our removal. Rabid Bite ain't gonna do it, so we need Dwindle basically. You're a 6/6 now. That's fun. Even Dwindle at a certain point will stop being useful. That's interesting. Okay, let's do that. Oh, hey, look, we get to draw a card. We've drawn a lot of cards. Oh. Does that really enable anything right this second? 2, 3. Basically, it just enables me to hit them for 5 for free in the air, and it gives me another flyer. I think that's probably worth it. I can still use divination. I could do that first. Yeah, let's do that first. 2, 3, yeah. So let's cast divination, see what we got. More lands. Okay, so we're going to cast Angel of the Dawn. This is the only thing worth attacking with. Does drop them back down to 20, which certainly doesn't hurt. Also gives us 8 damage in the air. Of course, we're staring down a ever-growing Ajani's Pridemate, but that's okay. Yeah, I gained some more life. Now, they should not be as afraid to attack with it as they are. Another flyer? That's not going to hurt. So do I go for 7 in the air here? I think that guarantees an attack from the Pridemate. But that's probably okay. Get them down to 19. What I really need is my mirror image dude, especially now that I'm about to play another flyer. We've drawn 3 more cards than they have, but this. Oh, good. Now they have a flyer. That's really what I wanted. Deep down. All right, so it's going to become 11-11. Dwindle is getting to the point where it's like, does that really do anything? I don't know. And now they have an Arcane Encyclopedia. And this is, this is a deck where it's going to work out because they've created a board stall where I just can't win the race. Sure, I can swing for a lot in the air, but who really cares, Should probably attack with your Pridemate. Well, I am thankful for their tentativeness. I think it's the cards in my hand that are concerning them. They know at least one of them's a land now. Okay. I think we attack with our 3/3 flyer. Oh, actually, I might as well do it with the 4/4. The 3/3 can block the 2/2. So yeah. So they're gonna draw 2 cards a turn basically now. So any card advantage we've gained so far is probably about to evaporate. Back-to-back life gain decks. Took down the first one, but I think this one is definitely better, and that is not good. Probably take the Sphinx, yeah. Ooh. Okay, well, I was about to say I did not use the ability that I should have. This is going to be nice with the 1,000,000 mana that we have right now, right? We can even look at the top card of our library first. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So plenty to do both. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. Okay, that is pretty nice. Really nice because we can bounce this. It's tempting to bounce this. We do get to scry again. But the problem is they play the cage again. So, and they would play it on our Djinn. It's definitely better to bounce the Pridemate and shrink it back down, and then we're not dealing with nearly as frightening of a situation. This is also going to become a 3/3 when we do that. Okay. Ooh, we do not want to tap our mana that way. Oh, it doesn't matter because we have this, but it's still making me uncomfortable. And then we're going to go blue, blue. Could do it at instant speed, but making this a 3/3 seems pretty okay. So get out of here. And yeah, then I think we just go ahead and attack with both our flyers that can. So they get it back, and it'll come down as a 3/3 basically, but it was an 11/11 or whatever, so I think we'll take it. Also got a bunch of flying damage again. Oh, good. It'll be a 4/4 now when it comes in. And that takes them up to 13, which is exactly what I was hoping for. We can do this ability twice. I need more wishes, though. Can I wish for more wishes? It'd be nice. Reclamation Sage would be excellent. I would definitely go after the Cage. It would give me another Scry, give me another Flyer, both of which are pretty important right now. That's another Flyer. So let's do this. Ooh. I said I wanted more, didn't I? It's probably better to play it as a copy of the Angel, though. That's a much more explosive turn. So it's also another Flyer. Yeah, let's do this. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on its own. We could attack with the Courser, but allowing them to gain life on the ground doesn't really seem worth it to me. Yeah, they got a chump block something. I could use this again. Something to be said for doing that, I guess. But I think I'm just going to play Snapping Drake for now. I can still use the ability, like, in response if they decide to kill this. After I play this land, I can anyway. So, of course, if it's not a instant or sorcery, it actually doesn't matter. So maybe I should have used it. That is a lot of flying damage, my friend. Okay, well. Yeah, they're digging. I think this splashing the Angel of the Dawn thing was a good idea. Mirror Image has been great too. I mean, it's not always going to be, but we've been pretty lucky. So Reclamation Sage is in. Do we want to bring in Invoke the Divine? I don't think so. We have enough ways to dig through our deck. Obviously, that getting to the Sage isn't like crazy. So yeah, we don't... I mean, Rabid Bite would have worked once it was small for a little bit, but Totally Lost was actually, like, ideal there, I think. So that was nice. Good job, Jen. I didn't even know that's what I wanted to wish for, but it worked. Yuck. Okay, well, sending that one back. Wow. And we'll keep this one. And that makes it a lot better. Yeah, they didn't let us play this time. It may have been a mistake. Okay. So, you know, turn 3 Aviation Pioneer isn't the best start, but I'm okay with it. Less okay when they get to play Child of Night, but, you know, it's whatever. But I was saying earlier, this card is really underperformed because there's too many 1/3s, which our deck has plenty of. And Aviation Pioneer makes it look pretty bad too, honestly, because I get to make a Thopter token, and then... See, here Mirror Image isn't going to be that good. Making another Baloth is fine, but making an Aviation Pioneer, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I get another Thopter, I get another body, and so on, but I definitely think I block with the Pioneer, which they just killed, so So maybe I block the Child of Night with my Thopter token. Nope, I don't. They're going for the aggressive start, and it is working out for them. We'll play Divination here, since we had nothing else to do. Okay, well, our Vigilant Baloth will hopefully put his foot down, or does he have feet? Yeah, he's got feet. Put his feet down and say, that's enough of that. Maybe I should have just left mana up for Bone to Ash instead of Divining last turn, but, you know, it's whatever. So if they kill this, I'm going to be pretty sad. They do not. Ooh, well, I think I attack with the Baloth. If they... I get to take 2 cards almost no matter what. So, and it has Vigilance, so if they don't block it, it doesn't really matter. And then I can play Horizon Scholar in our second main phase. Yeah, I could Rabid Bite something or whatever, but doesn't really seem worth it right this second. Nice. So, like I said, doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm actually trying to avoid playing this plane so that if we do have our Eagle, it's like a complete surprise. They're not like keeping it in mind in their calculations. I don't really need either of you. Thank you, though. Thank you for your time. So play Mirror Image as a copy of the Scholar. This deck, I've played Mirror Image several times and been happy with it, but this is the happiest I've been with it because I keep having powerful things to do with it. I'm not just like not doing anything, you know. Okay, so I wonder if I want a Rabid Bite here. So I think we play this as a copy of Horizon Scholar first. I think I'm happy enough with the Green Seeker. Maybe I'm not overjoyed, but I'm fine with it. So I don't even think Rabid Biting something right now is necessary. I think keeping up Bone to Ash is actually better here. Sure, I could attack with the Baloth too if I did, but I'm okay with not doing that this turn. We have 8 damage in the air. Blue-green skies, you know. Okay, well, I think we hold on to Bone to Ash. Their board, it just isn't that scary. And if we can keep the board... We are going to lose our planes, which is a little annoying. If we can keep the board clear... Oh, crap. Okay. I bet they're wondering, what does he have in his hand that he's like, I'm going to get rid of this Rabid Bite? That's a good question to have. Still, I mean, I think we did the right thing. Drop the Green Seeker. Counter any creature they play, including that guy. Get us our 2-for-1. Ooh, which gives us a Dwindle, which is going to be another answer to a problematic creature, potentially. All right. Attack for 4. I think we hold on to the Dwindle for something that is much more of a problem than any of these 3 guys are. They're not really an issue. I mean, sure, if, you know, I would turn off one of them as a blocker, but still wouldn't really it wouldn't make a huge difference, honestly. It's not a big deal. Well, that's annoying. Okay. You don't need a flyer. Yeah, it's smaller than mine at least, but still. What's up, Vinemare? You're going to be pretty good here, too. Not as good as you were in the last game, but pretty good. Okay, so we attack with our Scholar again. I am perfectly happy with a chump block, thank you. And And I guess we can bluff another Bone to Ash. That seems pretty worth it. I hope we have them shook enough. We don't have another one, obviously, but we could. Our poor Mimic. Waiting for Reclamation Sage to let it make another copy of Horizon Scholar. Damn it. You know, they're not really threatening us at all, so that's good, but they are drawing the game out, and that gives them time to find a way to threaten us. Another flyer is something I'm very happy to have. Very happy. So, yeah, I think we attack with our Scholar. And we play a Snapping Drake. Gets us to 7 in the air. We definitely, like, how much life have they gained? I feel like they'd be dead if they hadn't gained life, but that's how it works. Okay, Millstone. They're going to try to mill me to... This is where Millstone is god-awful. Like, my opponent drew that, and they're like, oh, good. I'm glad that the board is stable, and I can just mill my opponent to death. That's sarcasm, obviously, because the board is not stable for them. It is not stable at all. Ooh. My one white source is on the bottom of my library and the other one's in my graveyard. It's a little frustrating. But they may just be dead next turn anyway. I do have a third one in the deck, the enchantment, but, you know. Yeah. Just hold on to all these cards. If we get Mind Rotted or something, I'd like to hold on to the Dwindle if I can help it. They could go up to 8 here, but they have to give up their creatures. That's probably what they do. That's what they should do. Interesting. So I think blocking with the Green Seeker is probably best. If it gets blown out by a trick, I don't care as much. It takes them up to 8. Oh yeah, they only had to attack with one thing for that to work out for them, of course. I don't know why I was thinking they only gained 1 life from it. Reclamation Sage, come on. Alright, so now we have much better attacks with our 2 5-power dudes. Especially if we stick Dwindle on a 2/4. And I think that's what we do here. We got to end this. I mean, I don't think it's going to end it right away. It's worth noting. But so I think we put Dwindle here. All right, so now I think we attack with our flyers, but also these two. Yeah, I mean, Vine Mare is just going to get wrecked, but that's okay. They'll double block the Mare, I'm sure. Yeah. I think we let them keep the lifelinker here. And kill the dwarf. They go to 2. Just in case they have, like, Cleansing Nova, I am actually going to hold on to the Centaur Courser. We have more than enough to kill them. So, we haven't seen Cleansing Nova, but I feel confident enough. Wow. I'm really glad I did that. That's kind of insane. And really, really annoying for us. But give me another creature just to make sure. Oh, crap. Now they have a legit chance at milling us out. Thanks to that Cleansing Nova, which would have been even more painful if Yeah. Oh, God. So I need to draw the... Is it even still in our deck? No. I think they may have just turned this game around, which is pretty obnoxious. Baloth will help, but our Reclamation Sage is in our graveyard. Our Gift of Paradise is in our graveyard. We do have a white mana like at the bottom of our library, and now they're at 5. That Cleansing Nova was backbreaking. Even though I played it safe, that Cleansing Nova just like crushed us. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. So, again, you're not going to be that great now, unfortunately. I could cast Totally Lost here on the dragon, make them an attack with my 3/3, putting them at 2. But that hardly seems worth it. This was one of those games where, like, you know, smooth sailing and then boom, Cleansing Nova. Even if we kill this, it comes back. We just still have Rabid Bite in our library, right? No. No, we're pretty much screwed here. Okay, well, I think our hope, it's not gonna be a good hope. I think we just leave the mana up for Totally Lost in their turn. I really regret discarding that Plains now. So we are in danger of getting milled out, that's for sure. Talking about how it was bad. Oh, that would have been nice. About how bad it was here. And our opponent managed to turn a completely horrible situation into a winnable one thanks to Cleansing Nova. So what we kind of want is for them to be overly aggressive here, but it doesn't look like they're going to do that. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Getting another 3/3 just isn't worth it. Okay, so I think I attack with our 3/3 and then play the Wind Mage, but we're actually just dead on our next turn from getting milled, actually, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Let's make them make a decision here, and yeah, okay. So we should just end it, especially because we're low on time. That was painful. So I think maybe I saw enough to bring in Invoke the Divine now. We saw most of their deck after all. Worst card in our deck. I don't know. This hasn't been that great. I mean, we're not splashing or ramping hard enough, I don't think. I think I'd rather have the Invoke the Divine, yeah. Man, we were like on our way to match 3. I was thinking about a trophy maybe. Then we got Cleansing Nova to the face. This is a good hand. No blue mana, but we'll get it, especially with the help of our Green Seeker. Man, Cleansing Nova. We'll play a little more conservatively this time. That's the thing, though, is like doing that against an opponent with Cleansing Nova is kind of what you have to do, but it puts you at a significant disadvantage, too. If they don't have it and you're like, oh, God, you know, really worried about it, it can really backfire. Let's play a Green Seeker. There's the Millstone. An early one this time, too, which is not ideal. I think I'm just going to attack with my Green Seeker. Is that crazy? That's probably crazy. Yeah, it's too crazy. I can't do that. It can help me dig me to my artifact hate if I don't attack with it. So Snapping Drake dies to the Apparatus, and that is not good. That's not good for us. That also not great for us. Okay. Yeah, it's almost better here to play the Courser. See what they hit. Oh, right. I guess I'm giving them information when I do that, which is kind of a problem. I guess. Let's play this white land before something bad happens to it. So let's play the Drake. I mean, we're basically just going to get them to use their explosive apparatus. Let's attack. Millstone. Goodbye, Snapping Drake. Okay. Yeah, I think we attack again. This is not good. Player Courser. They just need to not draw any creatures. Can they do that for me? Nope. They can't, apparently. Okay, well, we'll just be leaving up Bone to Ash here. Drop them to 17. I need to hit Reclamation Sage or Invoke the Divine, please. And I need you not to hit either of them. You haven't yet. You haven't yet. The good news is, I guess, that they seem to be flooding. But we're not really threatening them. I mean, Centaur Courser is nice and all, but... yeah... I'm afraid to use the Green Seeker, which I think is probably incorrect, but just because, like, I am letting them mill me more quickly, for one thing, if I do. And I'm also giving them the best information about when to do it, like when they're going to hit, you know, non-lands. So, yeah. At the same time, you know, technically it's all random, and the more I do this, the closer I get to hitting Invoke the Divine or Reclamation Sage. So yeah, it's hard to say, but we're, you know, they've been milling spells, which is kind of annoying. Even Wind Mage now. We do have this Bone to Ash, which could come in handy later if our opponent ever draws another creature. If they don't, I think we win the race. So I guess I'll take it, but Totally Lost isn't worth it on anything. There it is. Okay, that's going to be beautiful. So let's attack with our Courser here. They go down to 11. Ooh, interesting. Maybe I have to use Totally Lost here if they try a trick. They don't try a trick. So after they use this ability, I think we fire it off. That means no more cards. They can't mill cards on their turn with it. I guess I'll hold on to this Forest. Yeah, I can leave up Bone to Ash and use Invoke the Divine. Get out of here. That's when Millstone can be terrible, because the fact that they've now milled things. There's a Reclamation Sage and my Gin of Wishes. The fact that they've milled things. Oh, God, I did not leave up Bone to Ash. I'm so good. Thank God the Magic Gods. And I also didn't use this ability because I was so distraught about not... Anyway, so I think we just attack for 3 here now instead of for the 4. We have Rabid Bite to deal with stuff. Totally Lost and Bone to Ash. So that seems pretty good to me. And we will end our turn. Now we can start using this ability again without worrying, which I should have done last turn, as I was saying. So, ooh, yeah, that's not something I can counter. That does lower their life. So there's that. If it's a creature I can kill with Rabid Bite, I don't think I bother. I mean, it does keep them from gaining life, and there's something to be said for that, but I think we'll just let them go up to 10 here. They should not have been allowed to draw that many cards. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so we attack with Courser, I think, and then play Aviation Pioneer. All right, they're going to go up to 12. Do they have another Millstone? Is that what they're trying to draw here, maybe? Look, I didn't screw up tapping my mana that time. I want them to play something huge and scary, so Bone to Ash is just like hilarious. God, that is not what I wanted them to do. So I think we hold on to Bone to Ash. Creatures are going to be our biggest problem, and it's not like either of these help us. Bone to Ash is definitely more backbreaking of an effect. They have another Mind Rot? No. So, yeah, we let it happen. We are low on time, though, and that is not ideal when our opponent won't stop gaining life. Right, we draw that. Okay. Freaking Mind Rot ruining our lives again. Alright, I think we go ahead and Bone to Ash that. Because now if they have nothing, the fun can really start. So we got to be worried about Cleansing Nova. Let's not forget. As a result of Cleansing Nova, I think I may play Mirror Image just as a copy of this Pioneer. Hold on to the Baloth. Yeah, I don't know why I tap my mana that way, but here, there we go. So I'm trying to make it so they kind of have to play Cleansing Nova is my goal here. Three, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Swinging with the Green Seeker 2 wasn't really worth it there. Yeah, and we'll end our turn. So they got to play something like Cleansing Nova or just die. Okay, well, that will gain them a lot of life. All with one card. Okay, so yeah, I think that's fine. Because they have to block that way. So that does 5. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Basilisk here. We're just going to attack with everybody. This may be officially my longest match in this format so far. So that takes you to 2. What else you got? Another one? Nope, that was a hard-fought one. Our opponent's deck was very sweet. I'm liking what I'm seeing from our deck, though. We've managed to beat a more standard sort of mid-rangey deck, and this one is definitely a control deck, and we managed to, wait it out. Help with cards like Dryad Green Seeker is a big deal, even though I forgot to use it multiple times. But Mirror Image, again, played a pretty nice role in helping us win, though. See you guys in the next match. Maybe we can get a 3rd trophy. All right, final match, trying to go for that trophy. If we win, we also get to the 60% win percentage, which I haven't been at in this format in a while. Not a good start. I'm mulliganing that. This is a good start, though. Very good one. All our land types. Yeah, I'm happy to draw you. Reclamation Sage, you know, hopefully we can use it to take something down. That's when it's best, obviously. I don't think I plan on playing it on turn 3. We're not going to be in like desperation mode to get a creature out there or anything, so. Green Seeker has also been a pretty big MVP in this deck, I think. I think I just cast Divination here. Remember to use Druid of the Cowl's ability at the end of your turn. I'm telling myself. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take 2. I mean, it's not really worth the trick. Ugh. Okay. And we will play Snapping Drake. In our turn, could eat a shock. That's what Snapping Drake is nice, like, but man, people can trade up for it way too easily. Okay, I'm kind of okay with that. Also okay with that. I mean, it does mean they can attack. Well, they're only going to attack with 1. Let's say it does mean they can attack with both their creatures, basically, but not anymore. It doesn't. Okay, so let's attack for 3. I think I play Vinemare here. It can actually block both of them at this point, which is a weird thing to say about Vinemare any time, really. And it can't be blocked by probably half their deck, so. And it can't be killed by any kill spells in their deck. Okay, Manalith, something for our Sage to blow up. They may get the mana they need out of it. Not so much, but they do have a flyer that can be born, which is less than ideal. But they don't have it now. We're going to go ahead and get in there. So if we can avoid letting them get the flyer, that's probably ideal. Now, we do have Totally Lost, so at some point we could decide... Hope they don't have Mind Rot. At some point we could decide to... I probably should have played my Druid there, huh? I'm punting a lot for a deck that's 2-0. All right, they can do that. I knew that. Spark-Tongue Dragon. I'm glad they can't play that this turn. So, yeah, we can just Totally Lost the flying token. The dragon token, that is. They may play something else. Oh, they can play it. Excellent. Ugh. Okay, so... Well, then... Thinking I'm going to attack with Vinemare. They don't have any good ways to block it. If it can take down the Spark-Tongue Dragon, I think we're fine with it. Yeah, let's attack with Vinemare. They could do a double block, but... like I said, I think I'm okay with that. We can get rid of their other flyer with Totally Lost. So we're going to go ahead and empty our hand here. Play Druid of the Cowl. And leave up mana for Totally Lost. The ideal thing is for this to hit us. And then them choose to pump it. And then we can then bounce it. Ah, shiza. Okay. I think we go ahead and just take 4 from this. I think it's still better to do this. I can make them take this back, but it doesn't have as big of a downside as it usually does because, yeah, they have to pay 6 mana for it, but it's going to come back and be able to attack me right away anyway. So I think I'd still rather Totally Lost the token. Ah. Not enough to kill anything that matters. Yeah, we'll attack. If I still had that Vinemare. Opponent, I haven't really seen a black-red sacrifice deck really come together, but it's, you know, it's usually more of a sub-theme. So far it looks like a sub-theme in their deck, but they may have doomed dissenters and the like, too. This is a race we lose, obviously, so I'm assuming they attack. Oh, bye-bye Reclamation Sage. Good, another zombie. Probably have the Zombie Lord in their deck, right? Oh, how I hate you, Volcanic Dragon. Being just too big for me to take down, which I think means... no, it doesn't. I considered attacking there. But I don't think it was worth it. Alright, so we're going to trade with this and take 4, yeah. Maybe we die to a Lava Axe now. Okay. What do you got for me, Omen Speaker? Not great news, but not... I mean, the Pioneer's kind of nice here. I think I have to use Rabid Bite on something to not die, right? We've got 3 blockers. No, we're okay. Yeah, we're all right. The blocks aren't going to be good, but I think we hold on to the Rabid Bite. Although, it's like, what am I going to use it on, actually? So, actually, maybe I take down that Dark Dweller. Let's do it. We can sack it in response, but it has to be an instant or it's useless. So let's see what they hit. Havoc Devils. So doesn't do anything. So we got to block the Volcanic Dragon in a very ugly fashion. And now we can't do that. Well, that didn't go so well. So they got the Manalith. I don't think that's enough of a reason to bring in more than Reclamation Sage. Yeah, I mean, Highland Game is kind of nice against these. I think it actually is pretty good here. There were a lot of 2/2s, and it trades, gains its life. I like that a decent amount. I think we can cut our gift again. I probably went overkill there on splashing just for our Angel. That card's good, and it would be a little more powerful in our deck if we had things to ramp into, but we just don't. You know, we got some 6s, but... Well, actually, I think we just have 1. Oh, good. No, thank you. I wish I could say... No. I mean, I can, but I don't think we do. Sorry, Angel. Not a good start. I mean, it's never fun. I mean, you know, go 2-0 is always nice. You know, that's basically what my goal is. Hey, a 2-drop. Every time I draft. I mean, obviously I'd like to 3-0, but I think 2-1ing every time means your win percentage is about 66%. So I'm happy to 2-1. If I do 2-1 or better, I feel pretty good about a draft, and less than that, not so much. But anytime you go 2-0 and your deck was like pretty awesome, and then you like go to the final match and your opponent's just like crushes you, it can be pretty, well, crushing. We did draw an island, though, and they're off to a slow start, all of which is, I think, pretty good for us. We're going to play our Pioneer here. One thing they don't have is cheap flyers, and we have some of those. So, okay. Well, maybe they're color screwed here, and we can steal a win. That'd be nice. Yeah, we'll play our Basilisk, too, and just keep our foot on the gas pedal. Thank God there's no Pyroclasm in this format, or do 2 damage to all non-pirates. I guess there's a more recent version of that we've seen. This is looking a little bad for our opponent. We've managed to draw stuff to fill out our curve. Yeah, they gotta electrify that. That doesn't feel good. All been there. Alright, so we just play Big Baloth now. Do we get a Mana Screw win? We do! I mean, it's not the best way to win, but I'll take it. I think I need it against this opponent. So you can get a little more of that. Where you been, mirror image? All right, this is solid. It's not great, but if I can manage to trade with a 2-drop early and gain 2 with my Highland game, I'll be pretty happy. Kind of funny that this is called Highland Lake and this is called Highland Game and they don't share any of the same color identity. Yeah, there's a 2-drop to trade with. Okay, well, it'd be good to not draw more lands. Can we... I think we're good on lands now. 6 is plenty. Okay. 0-4 for now. So that's what they're splashing with for blue, which I think is probably a good idea. We don't have anything to do early here. Ouchies. That is not good. We still get to gain the life, but where you get the real value is trading plus gaining life. Just gaining life isn't really worth it, like on its own, basically ever. That's why cards that do it aren't usually good. And this basically amounted to a 2-mana, 2/2, a 2-mana card that gained me 2 life and fogged my opponent for a turn, basically, is all it did. Which is not overly exciting. Okay, well, our Baloth is going to be nice. Yeah, I'm not blocking that, so good idea. Yeah. So we do have Totally Lost for some point or another. Also have a huge Baloth. Good, so you can sack that. We can Totally Lost again, at least, which is what we did previously. I'll probably wait till their turn to do it. I need to play this Plains. I keep not doing that. And that hurt us in one of our games in the last match. So I'm assuming they sack Dragon Egg to Dark Dweller Oracle. Give themselves a 2/2. Strangling Spores. God, I hope you don't have a 4th land. That would be really bad. I don't think they do. So I don't really think it's worth Totally Losting this right now. It's not. I think we just sort of keep the game going. Hey, white mana. I think I play the Angel. It gives me a flyer. Granted, they do have a much larger one. But I don't think it's really going to enable any attacks. This will be a 6/6. I guess that means they have to block it in really uncomfortable ways. I mean, I have a free attack with the Thopter, basically. Yeah, I think we do it. It's not an ideal situation for the Angel, but it could be worse. So actually, I guess they could double block. Oh no, we still kill 2 creatures. We take down 2 creatures basically no matter what with our Baloth. And for that reason, I think it's worth attacking with it and the Thopter. So they can pump this, but that doesn't really matter right this second. Okay. Deal. Which do I want dead more? I guess the 4-power creature, if I have to choose, if something happens here. It does not. Okay. End turn. So it's still a 0/4, so that's good. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the bad news about Dwindle is they can cash it in for some value. And I don't see a reason to play it right now anyway, but we are going to keep it, have it in our hand and probably use it for something at some point. Shutting down like a big Enigma Drake would be nice. The fact that they have 2 flyers right now is what... I guess I guess there's something to be said for totally losting the dragon token and dwindling the Enigma Drake. And then I can attack with my flyers pretty much with no problem. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't think I want to do it just yet, but I think I will in the future. If they don't do anything here, I think I totally lost the dragon token. Havoc Devils. So that's kind of a problem in terms of opening up a clear line for our flyers. So yeah, I think we go ahead and totally lost this dragon. Another Baloth is nice. That, I think, confirms that I want to put Dwindle here. And we're going to attack with both our flyers. Okay, so they're not actually going to get to cash it in. We just get a 1-for-1 there, which I am happy to do. They still have so many cards in their hand, and that scares me a little. But we did get Baloth number 2. Gross. Okay. Well, that makes our lives more difficult. Let's play this Omen Speaker, see what we got going on. Horizon Scholar, yes please. I like scrying. Is it worth attacking with the Baloth here? He has to lose the Sovereign, basically, if he wants to not just trade 2 cards for 2 cards. So I think we do it. Our Baloths haven't exactly been tearing up the game, but they have been effectively taking things down. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to take the flyer out of the equation here. Okay, now you're really tempting me to go for the 2-for-1 over taking down the flyer, but I have another flyer on top of my library. So I think I take down the flyer. If I didn't know I had another flyer on top of my library and 2 in, I have 2 in play. Ah, crap. Okay, well, we can at least attack through that one. We also just lose a land. It's not exactly the end of the world. I think we just take this 4. Okay, so let's attack with our Angel. Deal. They get their 3-for-1. We play Horizon Scholar. I think we're okay with Divination. We are... we're not in a great blocking situation. I think I probably triple block the Devils, but I don't know. They have so many cards in their hand. It's really making me scared. Well... So what do they do here? Okay, so we know we have a Divination on top of our library. I think what we're going to do is go block, 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 block. Take everything down that they have. We actually get to keep something too. Our 1-2, look out. And we got to hope this Divination does something for us. And it does. Thank you, Divination. Hopefully they don't have an Electrify or something. Well, they're going to have to use 2 cards, okay? So, at least there's that. They had a double Lightning Strike, that bad boy. Alright, we'll take 2. We will play Vinemare. And I guess I should also attack with this Pioneer. Hold on to our land, because what else are we going to do with it? It's not a race we win. I don't think I want to attack. If I can draw out a Mind Rot when I have nothing in my hand, I think I'm okay with that. Well, that's not fun. Hired Blade. Can't block Vine Mare, but you can sure as hell attack through it. They could have Lava Axe, but I think we take it. I feel like we're so close to turning the corner, and now that belief has been shattered. Okay, well, we put up more of a fight here in Game 3. Game 2 we won, but we didn't really, you know. Yeah, I mean, I guess that buys me a turn. But it's not very exciting. They just had removal for all of our best cards, and now we're dead. Yeah. They had removal for all of our best cards anytime we played them, and that did not go super well. But 2-1's fine. You know, like I said, I'm happy with 2-1. 3-0 is obviously better, but 2-1 makes me feel like I'm doing a decent job in the format. See you guys in the next draft video.